In this video we are taking a trailer to a paint shop in Kyoto, Japan to have it painted. The paint shop is located in a very tight area, so the backing maneuver will be quite hard. So yeah, fasten your seatbelts and let's go. The truck we are driving today is this Japanese-made Hino trailer head with the manual transmission, a very common truck here in Japan. Behind it we have a standard Japanese wing body trailer with a maximum payload of 26 tons 700 kilograms on 3 axles. But when the trailer is empty, the first and the third axles lift, so today only the center axle will be on the ground. Like in most Japanese trucks, also here the passenger side mirror folds with a switch, which is really useful on narrow roads and when parked. Okay, I get the blessing from Sugihara-san and we are on the road. I should technically turn left here, but the road is too narrow and with the trailer it's not really possible, so we go right and then make a couple more right turns to end up in the correct direction. I could go here to the right, but this is again a narrow intersection, so I choose to go to the next one, this one. And at intersections like this the lanes are marked for different directions, but with a trailer it's basically meaningless and you just need to take both lanes for you to make sure no one squeezes next to you and gets hit. We are finally heading the way we need to. Here we have 2 right turn lanes, but both of them are so narrow that even a small car barely fits. And over there in the front the lanes go into a curve and get even tighter, so we have to wait for the perfect moment when no one is beside us. The right turn signal is also very short, so it's easy to get stuck in the middle of the intersections, and sometimes you simply have to commit and go even if the light turns red already. Pass through the ETC toll gate and continue on the highway toward Kyoto. This stretch is mostly a single lane toll road called Donguri Kaido, which means basically the Acorn Road. Highways in Japan are quite expensive, even small ones like this. But the alternative is a much longer trip on regular roads where traffic jams are quite common. And Japan is either mountains or dense cities, so there is a lot of elevated highways and bridges. In urban areas the highways run above ground and smaller roads run underneath, like you will see in a moment. We finally get out of the highway and merge into the smaller road, which takes us to the final destination. And here someone was kind enough to stop and let us merge in front of them. And like everywhere in the world, there are all kinds of drivers. Some don't care too much about the other users of the road, and some even try to deliberately make things harder for the other users. But when someone takes his time and lets the truck in front of his own car, even though it's big and will be slow probably, it restores my faith in humanity even for a brief moment. Thank you for that. And now we're on the local road with the highway going above us, and there is another smaller narrow road beside it that leads to the paint shop and, well, allows access to all the buildings that are on the side of the road. And this is actually the road we will have to back up from. And here on the left is our final destination, where we have to put the trailer in. But the road we came from is one-way road, so that was the only way to come here, and we will have to make a blind side backup. There is this pole and the carb right in the middle, which makes it a little more challenging. So we pull forward as much as possible to give ourselves some room and try to keep the trailer centered without going too much to the left or right, because there on the right there is this wall. One thing I really like about the Japanese trucks like this is this rear window. It lets you see the trailer on the left side where backing up in situations like this, and it's really helpful. We also need to be careful about the right side, because there is this concrete wall, and a few centimeters of misjudgment may cause some damage to the truck or to the trailer. But also getting too close to it will make it harder to then go away from it in the last part of the maneuver. I got a little too close to that wall on the right here, so now we have to go to the front just a bit and adjust the truck to be able to get away from that, well, concrete wall kind of thing on the right side. Also over there in the place we are backing up to, there is that wall in the back of the trailer now that we are getting closer and closer to, so this is another thing to be careful about. But the guys from the company are doing their best to shout that I can still go and, you know, let me know that I'm not yet hitting it. We caused quite a traffic jam here, sorry about that. And here in my right mirror you can also see how close we got to that wall that I told you about just a second ago. And well, it turns out we have to put the trailer in on the very other side of the building, so now we have to make a few swings back and forth to move the trailer to the other side and then back it up into the building finally. And well, that's it for today. Mission accomplished. So thanks for watching and see you in the next video.